Yo, what's up, Heat fans? It's your host, MA of the Heat Blog Spot, bringing you another episode today. And where we left off, we still haven't played the Kings or the Hornets, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But really what we want to talk about today is Jimmy Butler is back, but is it enough? I don't know. I don't know if we can save the season. We'll get into it. Thank you for joining me, guys. It's been a whirlwind. God. Alright, so thank you guys. I really do appreciate you joining me today, as always. And Saturday night, we played the Kings. We won by 1 point, 105 to 104. Thank God it broke our losing streak. Jimmy Butler was back. He scored 30 points. He was aggressive. He was everything we wanted and more. And that was awesome to see. Going into Monday, though, against the Hornets, they're without Terry Rozier. We let Malik Monk go off. We let LaMelo Ball have a good start, first start of his ever for his career. And we end up losing 129 to 121 in overtime, where for some reason in the end of regulation, when Jimmy was heating up and attacking the basket, he had the chance to ice the game. But what does he do? He shoots a three again. And I don't know what it is about Jimmy and his love for shooting the three at the last second of the game, but it's not his bread and butter. He hasn't made 1 3 this year. And for some reason, he thought that was the best shot available when the whole team cleared out the left side of the court for him. Completely cleared it out. Meaning the team was signaling to him, attack the basket, do what you do. And he couldn't, and he didn't do it. I don't know why. I don't know why, and then we lose in overtime. And we let this team go. And the key stat to look at is 3-pointers. And it's not our 3-point shooting, even though our 3-point shooting has been terrible. You know, we're not the elite 3-point shooting team we were last year, and I think this is why. It's because we're being scouted. We went to the finals, and for some reason, we keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's like, what's the definition of insanity, guys? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. The thing I loved about Spo, especially the last 5 seasons, when we had a different squad every time, Spo adjusted the game plan each time. Even though we had a pretty much the same core, it was Winslow, Jay Rich, Whiteside, and Dion Goran. We had that same core. We played differently offensively, different every time. Every season, it was different. The first time, it was a driving kick 7-11 thing, and then it was more team-oriented. Last year, it was all about the 3-point shot. We didn't even play that great defense, but we were shooting lights out. I think a lot of that, though, from last year had to do with us not being on the scouting report and everything working towards our way. But for some reason now, it's just not going our way, and I think it's because we're trying to beat a dead horse with the same moves, and everyone already knows how to counter our moves. If you watch other teams play defense against us, they are a step ahead most of the time, especially against good defensive teams and with good defensive players. They are scouting us, and they know exactly what to do and put us in the worst positions. The worst. Now, going back to the 3-point shooting, the other teams these last 2 games shot great. The Kings on Saturday night made 17 out of 45 threes at 37% shooting. Guys, we ain't going to win any games if teams are shooting like that against us, and we only shot 11 of 32. We ain't winning any games. And I don't know, the only reason we won that game is because it's the Kings. They had 17 turnovers. We were able to eat off those turnovers. We were able to rebound and compete with them on the boards. But, easily could have swung the other way. And it's not good when it's the Sacramento Kings, when they're 9-11. They're not really in the hierarchy of the West, and we only win by 1 point, and we need a game-saving block from Bam. We need a great game from Jimmy. It's just not good signs. And then the Hornets game, we allowed 21 threes out of 41 shots they shot 51% from the three-point line, missing Terry Rozier, who's one of their better three-point shooters. I mean, and we let Malik Monk make like 8 of those threes. I mean, I don't know what it is. And it takes Jimmy having to be that guy we want him to be, and it's great. But the rest of the team is not following. And it's not, I don't know. So, like I said, this episode's about, is it enough to have Jimmy Butler back? And right now, the last 2 games show me, personally my opinion, that I don't think it's enough. Now, we have a pretty nice schedule ahead of us. All right, we have a pretty good schedule. Tonight at 8 p.m., we play the Wizards. Friday at 8 p.m., we play the Wizards. Sunday, we play the Knicks. Tuesday, we play the Knicks. So it's like, and the Knicks have been winning. They're in the playoff hunt, which we clearly are not. But these are games against unproven. Knicks is an unproven team. We went to the finals last year, and against the Wizards team, that's probably the worst team in the league. So we need to really, really take advantage of the next couple of games. Are we going to? I hope so. Because if not, I think it's time that we really talk about a shakeup and to get some help for Jimmy. Me personally, when I look at our roster and stuff and our rotation, yes, we haven't been healthy. We haven't been, whole. We haven't had a lot of time with our core group that we thought was going to come and play for us this season. But when I look at our roster, you know what we're lacking? Veterans that are ready to win a championship. Veterans that need to win a championship so they can validate their own careers. Every time we won a championship or we went to the finals, we had veterans that are waiting and hungry for a championship. I think Jay Crowder played at a high level last season in the bubble because he was like, man, I've been here so long and I'm finally getting an opportunity to showcase and go to the finals and possibly win a championship. I'm going to play out. And he did. He was awesome for us. And Iggy as well. But Iggy's getting older. Goran is getting older. Jimmy's getting older. And our young players that should have taken that experience last year to hit another level this year haven't been doing that. And I don't want to fault them too much because they're still young. What is hurting us right now is that we went to the finals last year. We are all like, why are we this bad? We should be top 3, top 2 in the league, at least in the East, right? And it's because we went that far, and now the whole league reloaded, the whole league adjusted. Why I feel like we didn't reload, we patched up things, we haven't adjusted, we're just trying to run the same thing and hope it works, and it's not. Now, some bad news, we're losing Meyers Leonard for the rest of the season. Now, Meyers Leonard hasn't been really effective for us for a very long time. But this hurts our depth, our big man depth. Now, if we get in injury trouble with our big man, what are we going to do? Max Strus is playing really well for a two-way player. I don't want to cut him. Chris Silva is still coming back from an injury. Gabe Vincent, I think there's something there. We could probably groom him to be something for us, so that you don't want to lose that two-way contract. So I think in at least in the slightest bit, we're probably going to get a shakeup for the forward spot to solidify our big man rotation, just in case Precious gets hurt, just in case Ban gets hurt, just in case Kelly O gets hurt. I mean, so far what we've seen of Chris Silva, do we want him to be playing big minutes if we need him to? I don't think so, because he's very foul prone. But man, this hurts. It hurts just our depth and our plans and everything. Hopefully he gets better, and hopefully he has a good career after this. But man, for now, for the Heat, this hurts. This sucks. So the Heat have to take advantage of these next couple of games and get back on track. But if we get another losing streak, if we get a 3-game losing streak, where those 3 games are the Hornets, the Wizards, and the Wizards, we just dropped 3 straight against divisional rivals. That's the worst part about the Hornets game, is that they were a divisional rival that was at 9-11, and now they're 10-11, while we're at 7-13. Luckily, we are in the same division as the Wizards, so we're not the worst team in the division, but we're right there. So, man, we need to get this together. You know, I hope Jimmy and Bam and Goran, as the de facto leaders of this team, are trying to figure out what is it. Because energy-wise, we're not there. Defensive-wise, we're not there. The Heat's defense, the thing that Pat Riley groomed our culture around. Our culture, Heat culture, is on defense, and we are not even matching or living up to that reputation. We are allowing teams to shoot all day, and in an NBA that is brand new and all about the three-pointer, you cannot allow three-pointers like this. You need some more pride. You need some freaking fire under you. You know, it's getting bad. At times, it's almost unwatchable, where you're just like, what is going on? What are we watching? You know, there's glimmer of hope sometimes. Max Strus grows off a couple of times, and Gabe Vincent does some nice things, and, you know, Precious looks good, and you're like, oh man, maybe there's something there. But guys, the clock is ticking, and if you want to salvage this season, this team internally needs to figure it out. And they are having trouble doing it, and I think it starts with Coach Spo trying to figure out a better game plan for this roster. Yes, this might not be in the roster that the Heat wanted to go into this season with, but it's the run they got and the one they need to figure out how to get the best out of this. Even if it means playing Max Strus more minutes, Gabe Vincent more minutes, whoever more minutes, maybe Precious needs more minutes. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not there 24 hours a day. But those guys are getting paid to do this. They need to figure it out soon, or Pat Riley during the deadline might really just be a major shakeup, where we're just going to see a lot of these players not be around us anymore, and simply because the level and the energy are not up to Heat culture standards, and I would not blame them for any of that. As much as I am starting to, you know, I adore and love having Tyler and Duncan and all these young players grow in our system and become a part of something great. And we went to the finals last year. We have to continue to live up to those standards, or what are we doing? What, we're just going to be satisfied with the finals appearance? Not me. I'm not that type of Heat fan. So we need to continue to grow. And we need to take advantage of Jimmy's window. Jimmy is still a great talent. That's proven the last 2 games. That Jimmy is awesome. He brings so much to the table, and he's a perfect complementary piece. You know, as last year's finals shown that he's not the de facto superstar that can take you to a championship. You can probably take you to the finals, but not the championship. The rest of his team has to help him get there, and we're not doing it right now. So yeah, we might need a shakeup. And to me, it's really just the lack of two-way players that like to play defense and offense, that literally like to play defense, and the lack of veterans who are ready and wanting to win a championship right now, who are in the zone and on a mission to get that chip and cross that off their list. Because those are the players that are going to keep Jimmy focused, keep Bam focused, keep the young players focused, keep everyone in line, and helping the coaches push out that message that it's about the team, not the individual. Stop worrying about the little things and worry about the big things. Because we gotta do something. Time's clicking. Schedule's going. Now, guys, after the New York game, February 11th, we play Houston. I think the next 5 games are all winnable games. Because on February 13th, we play Utah, and they've been on fire, so I don't want to say we're going to beat Utah. But, man, we need to come out at least 3-2. We need to, the next 5 games, at least win 3 of those games. We need to. If we don't win at least 3 of those games, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'll tell you this. If we lose the next 2 to Washington, I probably won't make a video until our next W or until we get another 5-game losing streak. Like, if we lose the next 2 to Washington, next to New York, I will definitely be coming out with an episode to talk about what the fuck is happening. And hopefully that doesn't happen. My work schedule's all over the place, so I'm trying to think when I'll come up with another video, and it'll probably be Friday. But Friday, then we're only going to talk about I don't know. We'll see. It depends on what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but hopefully the Heat can turn this around. And Jimmy, we'll see what happens. But Heat, Miami, let's play hard. Let's do this. I mean, we can't be satisfied with just a finals appearance, right? Can't be satisfied with just being 2 wins away. We need to solidify what we did. And I hope the players start to figure this out. And I hope Spo figures it out too. Let me know what you guys think. What you think about the last 2 games. What do you think the Heat are missing? What do you think about Jimmy? Do you think it's time to blow it up? Do you think it just needs time? Because of injuries and COVID, we just haven't had time to come together. Let me know. But again, I don't think there's something truly wrong with this team except effort and energy and offensive dwindleness. Offensive stagnant, just being very generic offense. I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, letting me know. Hit me up on Facebook or Twitter at HeatBlogspot. You can email me, heatblogspot@gmail.com. Leave a comment below. That's all good. Like, subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. See you guys next time. Take it easy. Be good to each other.